Hi everyone. So we are live. It is 2 o'clock here on the East Coast, and I'm cold inside my house. That's why I'm that's why I'm wearing a jacket. It is a beautiful day, a little overcast here in New York City, but wanted to take an opportunity to join all of you. We usually always do it at 8 p.m., but I thought, hey, why not do an hour during the day? So, welcome in everyone. We'll give folks a chance to join in, and then we'll get started. Okay, so for those of you who are new to what we do, we've been using this as a town hall, a video journal, a group therapy, whatever it is for you, an opportunity to hear the stories of other people, share your own. You don't have to join in. There's a button that you can push to go live with me. If you want to watch, that is plenty okay too.
Hey.
Hi, we've talked before.
Yes, we have. I just wanted to give you
You froze. I'm sorry. What's that?
Sorry, my friend keeps calling me. I just
Okay.
wanted to give you a quick update and just honestly check in on you. You've been keeping us sane over here in Michigan. I've told a lot of people to follow you, so a lot of people have been logging in for the meetings. But I just wanted to tell you that it's getting really serious, and I hope everybody just starts taking it more seriously, because the boys they were able to come back. Remember, they were trying to come back from Puerto Rico for work.
Yeah, so let's sort of set the scene for everybody. So you're in Michigan. Tell them your name and just sort of real quickly tell everybody the story.
Adriana.
We can't see your face, your forehead.
Sorry.
This is kind of Okay, go ahead.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Adriana. I spoke to David a couple days ago about how they're trying to. My friends and my boyfriend were trying to come back here to work, and they were scared that they couldn't, and they got back safe and sound. They wiped the seats down on the airplane. They wore masks and gloves and everything. But as soon as they got back, we went into lockdown, and our boss reached out to everyone. He's been really good. A few of the guys rent out houses from him, and he said, no more, don't worry about rent. He put more money into the unemployment so people can stay on unemployment a little bit longer, because we work for a landscape company, and he's doing everything for us. But I really just want to let everybody know, I'm 28 years old. We're all in our 20s. All the boys that came back were all in our 20s, and I want everybody to just take it seriously, because once we do, it will end. But right now it's like still such a joke to so many people, and it's amazing to me. And I really wanted to just share that part, that stay inside and just do your part, because it's really not that hard. I'm on day 15 and I didn't even realize it. And I told the boys, I haven't seen my boyfriend. It's been 5 months and I haven't seen him because he's in self-quarantine. And we want to keep it that way. We're going to take 15 days apart, and we see each other after that. I mean, there's FaceTime, there's so many ways, and it's already been a week that they've been back, and we only have a week to go.
Where are you seeing people making fun of it?
All over the internet. And like, I go on Snapchat, and some of my friends, they're in medical school, and they'll go to work, and then they come back and they see all the college students who are obviously like in their early 20s walking around like it's a party still, and we're in lockdown. So I don't know where they're going or what they're doing. I don't know why they're not staying in their homes. But just because you're walking from one house to another, that doesn't mean that you're not taking it from your house to the other person's house.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go outside of my room because my father's a diabetic, and and I haven't even left, but I'm still like, I don't know if I have it or not. Like, my friend brought me something over the other day, and I don't know if she had it. So you just have to be cautious. And it really bothers me that I don't want to like target people and like say it about a specific age group. I'm just talking from what I'm seeing through Snapchat that the younger people are still not taking it seriously.
Yeah, it really bothers me too. In fact, this morning on CBS this morning, I interviewed an NYPD officer who has COVID-19. Her mother has COVID-19 as well. And she said that one of the problems, I don't know if it's a problem, but one of the things she has encountered is once she posted on Facebook that she tested positive, people were telling her that it was a political hoax.
Yeah, my mom said the same thing. I don't want, like I told you the other day, I literally go on social media just to follow you because seeing that kind of stuff just makes me so upset. And sometimes you have to report on the negatives, but you report mainly on the positives, and you deliver the negatives in a very positive way to make it more encouraging, for me at least. I always feel like I want to do something after I watch one of your interviews, but
that's good.
I know.
That's good. That's good to hear.
I just wanted to say, that please, everyone, we're all doing this together. Just stay in your houses, and I hope you're doing well. I literally look forward to your town halls every day. I got my grandma going on it too.
So we'll be back on at 8:00. But I just thought, why not do an impromptu one in the middle of the day? So this is good. I'm glad you checked in. I'm glad your folks are back, and
I hope you're doing well too. I know it's not easy.
Thank you. But I think the lesson here as we say goodbye is, I think each of us has a responsibility. I don't know if this is going to sound right. We each have a responsibility to hold our loved ones accountable, because I would be really offended if somebody I was close to was laughing about this.
I know.
Because there's too much at stake and there's too much fact that is known. And luckily, I'm not surrounded by any hoax people or anyone looking to get attention by calling it a hoax. But I do think that's one thing we could do. Like, here's a takeaway from this conversation. I think one thing we could do is, if we were to ever encounter someone who's close to us like that, you present them with the facts.
Yeah.
And for me, I have to be honest with you, only a few people, let me tell you this. I posted the NYPD officer's story today on social media, and I think I got a couple of comments about, oh, no one's calling it a hoax. And you go on that person's account and
they're the ones.
Well, let's just say they are predictably the ones who would say nobody's calling it a hoax. You know what I mean? And so there are those people, and I don't want to be triggered and engage with them, but let's do that. Let's hold our loved ones accountable. And if they're trying to intentionally mislead, like, we can have a conversation with those we love, right? Because I feel totally fine fussing at those I'm close to.
I know I've had to do it to my aunt.
Right.
I had to tell her to stay at home, but I just don't want it to get to the point where, people, even if I'm not close with you, you're still a part of my life, whether it's from church or you're a friend of a friend. I don't want to get to the point where it only makes sense to people until it hits home, because there's a lot of people that are like that.
And that, I think, is a sad reality for some people.
Yeah.
There are some people in the world who will fight and resist no matter how much fact you present them with, until they get hit by a Mack truck with it.
Oh yeah.
That's just the stubbornness of some people. So,
yeah, you're absolutely
anyway,
right.
I'm glad you checked in.
Thank you for taking my call again. And
of course, you're welcome.
You look great every time you
Nice.
log on and make us all smile. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Edward.
All right, bye.
Thank you for Michigan. All right,
yes.
bye-bye. Michiganders. I didn't know they called themselves Michiganders until pretty recently. Michiganders. I heard the governor say, us Michiganders. Hello?
Hi, David.
Hi, what is your name?
My name is Travis Moore, and I'm here in Rincon, Puerto Rico.
Okay, hi, Travis.
There
So
we
you're in Rincon. I'm good, thank you. We've been talking about the new normal, and I've talked to a couple of people in Rincon. That's such a popular tourist area. Are you seeing people stay off the beach and off the street?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually am. I think for the most part, people here in this town and the island in general are taking it pretty seriously. We've had a few You know, chosen ones that decided not to in the early days, but they locked it down quickly here. You know, I'm amazed at the community. And, you know, it's definitely shut us down here. But I think it's for the best, you know. You know, we have low case numbers here, and we're all in quarantine. You know, this is day 10. This is my wife, Asia.
Hi.
She loves you. Tags you every morning in her workouts. You repost her workouts.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you posting it with a little girl? Is
Yeah,
that
that's a mom.
Yes. Hi, sweetie.
She's a big. You talked to actually one of their teachers last night, Mrs. Torres. And,
I remember Miss Torres.
She was talking about how active these kids are, and you know, they truly our community is.
So Ms. Torres brought up a good point, if I remember correctly. She said, David, people who live here are not the type of kid to go inside and play video games. These are the kids who are active outdoors, right? So they're at the beach, they're running. And so it's a difference in terms of other kids may be fine cooped up inside because they can video game all day. But
yeah.
It's different. How many, tell me about you guys. What do you do for a living? How long have you lived?
I'm pretty much, yeah, I own a global travel company that specializes in snow and surf experiences all over the world.
Cool.
I do snow in Argentina, snow Japan, and surf Puerto Rico. And
wow.
You know, this is my 8-year-old daughter, and she's a big surfer. And she's cooped up and wants to be outside, but she's been practicing in our pool and paddling and swimming and doing her duck dives and doing workouts every day with mom. And they've been an online school. The online school that we were able to turn around here in this community is amazing. We turned it around the night after quarantine of, God, I don't even know what day this is, day 9, 10.
I know, I lost count.
But we, you know, watching the kids in our community put together a full curriculum online in Google Classroom using Zoom and being able to see their friends during, you know, daytime hours while in a classroom with a teacher presenting on a whiteboard. And they went right day one, Monday morning, a little rough. And then by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, now they're just kicking butt.
Tell me this, you know, with you guys living there, the governor took a bold step very early on, quite frankly, before any other governor did, to basically lock the island down. And pretty soon she's going to have to make a decision as to whether or not to extend that. I wonder what your thoughts are.
I think it was the best move that Puerto Rico made, and I think that we're a leader. And I think other countries are like, wow, look at Puerto Rico, which is really cool. And I think it's going to mitigate the spread. I personally feel, unfortunately for all of us, that I would assume that we're going to see an add-on to our quarantine come next Monday. I don't know why they wouldn't. Unfortunately, I don't think any of us really want to do that. It's not fun, but I think it's a necessity to do our part. And, you know, and I think that other states need to follow this model because, you know, we're not out in the streets. We're not, you know, driving around aimlessly, you know, and I think it's going to work. And we just got to hang tight and stick together as a community. And be safe, you know, and stay healthy because we got one chance and then we can come back quicker, you know. I mean, it shut down my businesses overnight. I own 4 companies and I'm stuck in the mud.
So I was going to ask you that. How is this affecting you professionally?
Horrible. Yeah, it's horrible.
We're shut down.
We're shut down. I mean, we're still communicating with customers. We're still doing social media. We have tons of followers on our other brands. You know, and we're doing really cool. We're trying to, you know, we've been having FaceTime meetings every day, trying to stay motivated, engage with people, do crash reels, do après ski with professional athletes online at night, you know, and invite people to Zoom chat and try to create, you know, community and normalcy, you know.
I do. Listen, this has been good to hear from you guys. Thanks for weighing in.
Thank you so much. We love you.
She loves you so much.
We've been with you since Maria, so this is like super rad to be able to.
Thank you. I have to tell you guys, I share in what you were just saying about. I don't know why I feel personally proud in a way, but like Puerto Rico has been dealing with so much, and there's been so much bad or negative press. For the first time, they're sort of getting some of that good press, like taking a leadership role and
Yeah.
doing things before others did it. And it's nice to see. And interestingly, I've seen people say, you know, I don't like the governor. I don't like what she's done, but I love what she's done here. I have so much respect for how she's handled this. And it's kind of nice to see a little bit of uniting and rallying, you know, regardless of party, because everybody's really obsessed with the statehood and the other parties over there. And to kind of see people drop that and just
Right
get
now,
behind.
right, yeah, exactly, David. I
Right.
think now it doesn't matter, and it's about the big picture, guys. It's about you know the future of humanity, our normal. This could be our normal for a while. This could change our lives forever. You know,
I agree.
and
I agree.
and you know we all got to stick strong and stick together and stay as a community and fight through this and follow the rules. You know, people got to take it seriously to the north of us. You know, and you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We got 15 days, guys. You know, go find something to do, work out, exercise, go run up and down, up and down your stairs. You know, we just planted plants in the back garden. You know, just trying to find stuff to do and keep these crazy freaks active.
All right. I think my groceries are here. This is my new normal.
Yeah, your
Grocery
new normal.
deliveries. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'll hold.
Hello.
Go get us down.
Yes, thank you.
Dude, Mike.
So anyway, listen, I appreciate you weighing in and
Yeah.
giving us a perspective. I wish I had a yard to run around in like those girls. My dog wishes he had a yard to run around in.
Our yard is mostly concrete, but we'll call it a yard. But,
Okay.
here we'll
All
show you a view of the ocean, so we can still see our ocean. We just can't go to our beaches. Here you go.
Oh yeah, please. Just take a deep breath looking at that. Another beautiful day on the island. Listen, I've appreciated the conversation. Thank you for this.
We appreciate you. Keep it up, David. It's not easy.
Love you.
All right.
I will do. Goodbye. Oh, what a nice group of folks. Nice people there in Rincon. I've been once. I need to go back. Jeremy and I went and we were there for, I think it was less than 48 hours. So, All right, here we go. That's another one of them button pushers. They want to watch, but they don't want to be on it, but they push the button. You know, them button pushers. Don't push the button if you don't want to be on it.
Look, this guy, he's so pro Puerto Rico. I'll tell you, the governor of Puerto Rico is someone to look up to right now. She shut down that island, and it's maybe going to save a lot of lives there.
Hello?
She was part of the problem before.
Is it the same governor?
Yes.
Hello?
Same governor, but she was also accused
Oh!
from shooting.
Wait, shut, Mike, I'll talk to you later. Oh my God, what are you doing talking to me?
I don't know.
He's
You pushed the
Puerto
button.
Rican,
You
Mike.
wanted...
Mike, come over here. Say hi to David. He was born in Santurce. I was telling him how much you love Puerto Rico.
I do.
Come here, Mike.
I do.
And we are trying to stay safe here in New Jersey.
Hey, how are you?
You're in New Jersey. Hello, Mike. Hello, Mike.
So stay a little bit. He's from CBS News. This is David.
Oh, yeah, hi. How you doing?
Hello, Mike. So tell me, and I kind of felt a little dirty for a minute. I almost felt like we were eavesdropping, but luckily
Ooh.
you pushed the button, so I just brought you in. But tell me, hello? Where did she go?
I'm here.
There you are. What's your name?
My name's Yvette Kanataki, and
My
that's Miguel
sister.
Marrero that's leaving.
My sister's name is
You
Yvette.
caught me at
So
such
tell-
a bad time. I'm like,
Well, tell me what you were saying a moment ago about how you think the governor has done a great job.
yeah, I mean, the governor of Puerto Rico has done a great job. She shut it down immediately. I've been following a lot of, following you every single day. You give me so much encouragement to stay calm, and I like the way you reach out to people. You're a real people person. You really care. And but I've been following a lot of outlets out there. So
Yep.
I started with looking at, I would say, a lot of YouTube as
Just
far
put
as like
right there. Hi. Thank you, sir. Sorry, love. My groceries are coming.
Oh, you
That's
can call me
perfect.
later.
Thank you so. No. This is fine. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Because I haven't been leaving
This
my
is
New
so
York City.
weird. I've never really talked to you. I always send you messages.
You always send me messages. Have I ever responded back?
No, because you're a busy guy. You've got thousands of viewers. I mean, you know,
Well,
oh my.
I'm glad we're finally talking. So let's talk about your new normal, because that's sort of the point of this program. So I
Sure.
believe, if I'm correct, or correct me if I'm wrong, New Jersey's governor basically issued a stay-at-home order, right?
Yeah, but I've been doing it on my own regardless, because I've been on social media. I mean, I went on YouTube first, and I was really following what was going on in China, in Italy. I even was listening to what doctors are telling people there. It all started because of you, because you posted that beautiful video of everybody singing that gorgeous song, which I ended up buying 3 different versions of it. You know, and I'm following that singer now, because it's just his voice.
Wasn't it
like
amazing?
An angel. Oh my God. Every time I listen to it, it brings tears in my eyes. And every time you post something, I kind of like, I'm not really good with my phone a little bit, but I know how to like videotape. What do you call it? Like a videotape what you have posted. And I normally put it on my Facebook. I mean, on my Instagram story, because this is how I feel. Okay. I'm going to get passionate now. I feel we cannot go back to our old ways of thinking. You look at Instagram and right away it's like, oh, look at me dancing. Look at me eating all these wonderful foods. Look at me vacationing. Look at me doing all these great things. And yes, it's promotion for these companies and what have you. And that's important when we have a regular life. I think right now, if things like that if we can have a situation where people are posting things to remind each other, be safe, follow the rules, do your part, be responsible, be cooperative, listen to your governors. I think, honestly, I'm from New Jersey, but I can't help myself. I'm addicted to Governor Cuomo because he's doing a terrific job. I mean,
he really
so
is
compassionate, and he brings it down to our level as a human being.
We can all understand what he's saying. Yeah.
Oh my God. And you know, I can't see I have to be honest. What you posted today, I shared it because honestly, I cannot see us open for Easter. I mean, Easter means Sunday in church. Like, how could you think of a group gathering on Easter when this is going to go on for months? And like Governor Cuomo said, his mother's not dispensable. Neither is mine. Neither is yours. No one's family is dispensable for the stock market. And we have to really do our part. I think
Listen, I want to tell you something the mayor of New Orleans told me yesterday, and you may have seen this interview because I posted it, but she said to me, David, our budget in the city of New Orleans is backed up by the hotel taxes that we get. She goes, that is the bread and butter. She said, we have now forgiven and postponed them having to do that because they are dying. Wow. And so she said, here's the way I look at it. If the hotel industry isn't healthy, I don't have a budget. So she said, as far as I'm concerned, I got to keep those people at home to keep them healthy so that they're able to come back, because if they aren't able to come back, I don't have a budget. So she goes, if you want to talk about an economy, you don't have an economy unless I have that hotel industry rising and booming again.
Right. Poor Louisiana. I mean, poor Louisiana. And I know you're from Louisiana, but you guys that state has gone through a lot. It's had its share, like Florida with the hurricanes. But I keep thinking, and I don't want to be negative about it, but sometimes I think about, and the day I was thinking about it, all of a sudden it happened in the state. But, you know, like, I worry about, like, thank God right now we're in the month of March, April. But imagine if we would have had a national catastrophe, whether it be an earthquake, which it did happen recently, some state, I forgot, it was a 5.7. Which one was it, David? Was it
Wasn't it? No, it was Utah.
It
No,
was
it
Utah?
was Utah. You're right. It was Utah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't big, but it was still a 5.7. And you know, imagine if you have a hurricane or an earthquake or any natural or flooding. I mean, it's bad enough that our first responders are trying to help us with this and the healthcare and all that. Imagine, you know, this is another reason why I feel we have to stay indoors. Let's stay indoors.
I want to read you something that I just posted, and I didn't believe this when I heard it, so I had to go do my own fact checking. Listen to this. In the city of New Orleans,
right,
at least 94 of the 170 EMS workers have all been exposed to COVID-19. And wait, CDC guidelines allow them to keep working until they show symptoms, so long as they wear masks and are monitored for fever and other symptoms. And so they are continuing to work, because if they don't work, who's going to do it? Like, that's kind of where the situation is. And so for me, the added dimension of getting people to get it, those who either don't or choose not to, is to say, even before we talk about who may die,
right,
we got to talk about who's going to be there to take care of those, to get them to the hospital, right? Because right now we're just talking about who's going to die at the hospital and the risk of that. We got to talk about the people who get them to the hospital, the people who come to our door when we call.
And you know, like, I even think about it, like, I live with my roommate, and it's like, well, if he was infected, what do I do? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take him in my car to the hospital? Like, how does this work? Nobody's really told us this. And then I also been reading a little bit about, which I would love for you to get some information on this, that people that have COVID-19 should not be taking ibuprofen. There's a whole study on this that I've been reading about. I have
not heard that.
I'm going to send you something that I read yesterday from this doctor that did this whole study on viruses and ibuprofen and aspirin and going back to 1918. I'm going to send this to you, but I would like to get that answer, because we need to know that. I mean, I hear that it's
remember that we're getting answers. Remember, we're getting answers by the day. It was only this week that we found out that people are starting to lose their smell and taste.
Yes,
and that seems to be an indication that you may have it. And these are people who are losing it before they even feel sick at all.
Exactly. And what about diarrhea? I heard diarrhea too.
That is one thing that someone has. It was a case that I was reporting on where an individual had that. So we're learning as we go. That's another thing, is that the doctors. Let me give you an example. I posted my story from CBS this morning today about the NYPD worker who her and her mom both have the virus. And a doctor responded to me and said, how was she treated? How did the mom respond? Is the mom doing better than like, he was asking me, and I could tell that he wasn't challenging me. He was trying to find out, because doctors are trying to say, how is that paid? You know, and part of the reason I wanted to do the story this morning for CBS this morning was we did a story at 8 a.m. about 3 different people who have recovered. And I wanted to do it because a lot of doctors have reached out to me saying, I need information about the recovery process. How did they recover? What did they treat them with? Did they treat them with anything? You know, so we're learning as we go.
The one you did on Puerto Rico was awesome, because that 86-year-old man, whatever they
was
did,
that tremendous?
Yeah, like what did they do in Puerto Rico to treat that man that was so different, or was it just the grace of God? I mean, that was part of it.
So he definitely gave credit to God as well. But I'll tell you this, he got sick on the cruise ship. He went to the medical station on the cruise ship, and they did an x-ray, and it appeared that he had some type of pneumonia. His white blood count was elevated, so they medevaced him to the hospital in Mayaguez, Puerto Rico, on the western side of the island. When he arrived, he was in critical condition with the pneumonia. They started treating him with antibiotics. He responded. I interviewed his doctor. And other than the antibiotics and oxygen, that was it. He never required a ventilator. There is no treatment for coronavirus. We know that. There is no current treatment. So this man, despite having an irregular heartbeat, emphysema in one lung, peripheral neuropathy, he survived. He survived.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's
like
incredible.
Today I heard that Prince Charles got
incredible.
coronavirus. I mean, nobody,
He does.
you know, anybody can
Yeah.
get this. Prince Charles, you would think he's a man that would be very guarded, but I guess he must have been out and about. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Listen, I'm
Prince
glad
Charles?
I heard about it this morning.
Isn't
Yeah,
it shocking?
yeah. Apparently he has mild. Look, this virus does not discriminate.
Right.
It does not discriminate. And now they're trying to figure out who came in contact with Prince Charles over the last 2 weeks and how long he may have been infectious. You know, it's and that's another thing. It's an exhausting process to trace where people have been. Paddington is back. So let me thank you for weighing in.
Can I just say one thing? Speaking of discrimination.
Hang on.
Okay.
I gotta go get the dog.
Okay.
Hi, thank you. Hi, cakes. Come on. Did you have fun today? Did you have fun? I know you had fun. I know you had fun, huh, buddy? Okay, look. Here, drink some water. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say something about discrimination. I think this whole thing about a lot of Asian people are being attacked. A lot of Asian people are being harassed, and it's not right. It's not right. I mean, you know, this has to stop. And I would like. I mean, I think the media has to do a little bit more about letting people know to stop this, you know, discrimination. Anyway, other than that, have a wonderful day.
I hear you,
Your
love.
dog
Thank you
is
for sharing.
precious.
Thank you for sharing your passion.
Thank you. I'll send you that information that I found. Okay.
Okay, good deal.
Have a great day. I love you.
Too. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Patty Cakes just came back. He's probably home. I need to feed the boy. Patty Cakes, you hungry?
Hi, David.
Hi, what is your name?
Maria, we talked like 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh,
You disconnected due to your iPad?
It was disconnected, so we got cut off.
Yes.
Okay, well, tell me, do you have an update for us, or where did we leave off?
Yes, we are already homeschooling. We began classes yesterday. Say hi, Ignacio. Say hi, Ignacio. Hi. Hi, David. And
Is adorable.
yeah, I'm the one that told you that my brother works in NBC.
Oh, that's right, in New York. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just finished homeschooling today, and we are here having lunch, and I think we are gonna get locked down again, like 2 to 4 weeks. It's what's saying in the news here in Puerto Rico.
Do you support the governor in locking down the island for a longer period of time?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think it's the only way we can handle this. So I think it's the correct thing to do. So I know it's difficult for us, but it's the better way to get this thing over it, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get word fairly soon.
Yes.
So, well, thank you for checking back in, and I'm glad things are working.
Yes. So we are doing our best we can, you know? And please be safe. All my family is in New York, so I'm a little scared of that. But
yeah. Are they isolating?
yes, everyone.
Tell me what's running through your mind. I see your emotion.
And my sister is in Italy. So it's hard because we are not together, you know? And it's hard, but everyone is locked and doing what we have to do, what it's correct to do.
Good.
So thank you for all you done for my island.
Of course.
We appreciate everything you have done for us.
Well, thank you. Stay strong.
Yes.
We'll be okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, you can tell she's so emotional. Oh, I can hear the emotion in her voice. Paddington, we're going to eat in just a second. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
I am okay. What is your name?
My name is Atna.
Adna?
Yes,
Where are you in the world?
I am in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay. Tell me about your new normal in Denver.
Well, my new normal is staying at home. I work from home now. It's been like 2 weeks this week, so we started last week staying home at first. So I work for a food company. It's a global food company. Probably one of the three biggest companies in the world, and they are actually really good with us. Our benefits are excellent, and they are doing everything they can to keep everyone safe. So at first, they divided us in groups. So I work for research and innovation. I actually design products, and they started putting us in shifts so that not everyone was working at the same time. But this week, they called out that that was still a little bit risky. So everyone had to stay home as long as they could. So we only have people that are working in our plants, in our manufacturing sites at this point. It is like our priority is to bring health through food to as many people as possible. And we are like, our motto is one planet, one health. And that has never been more real than today. So it is very, it is a little bit stressful. You're obviously not as efficient as you are when you're in the office.
Do you live alone?
Mhm.
You live alone?
No, my sister lives with me. She actually moved here like 6 months ago. She's going to college. She's doing her master's, so she's also studying, like taking classes from home. She's a TA, so she teaches from home, and it's quite different. We're here, but frankly, with her being like online and all of that, most of the time we barely see each other. The first week we were actually kind of quarantined in her house because one of her coworkers had all the symptoms. So we were actually like, you stay in your room, you don't come out, you don't do anything, I'll bring you everything. And like after 10 days that we realized like she had no symptoms, she was fine, then like she was allowed to come out of her room. But because I didn't know if I would have to go into work this week, and if I had to, then it would be risky because I didn't know if I had it. It's been an adaptation for sure.
Good.
But we're doing our best. Our company actually, because everyone that's in the manufacturing sites has to still work, and luckily no one has gotten sick in any of our plants. So we're pretty healthy. We're a global company, but we only have like 17 positive cases around the world, so that's pretty good.
17 within your company.
Within the whole company.
Got it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Employees.
Yeah, that's good.
And so it's been like 3 weeks since they started like doing cleaning constantly around the offices, canceling all of our travel, all of our trials at the plants. So this is definitely a time where innovation and new product is like not a priority for us. and it's become more of like how the manufacturing sites can produce more and more and more, because we had a meeting today and like the retail has gone up like 80% because of people buying like nonstop and trying to have food and surplus at home. So this is the time when the manufacturing sites are at like have their demand at the highest, and the company recognized that, and what they are doing is they're giving everyone a 15% raise in their paycheck to all employees that work at the manufacturing sites.
I have to tell you, it's kind of you talk about this company as if you own it, and
well,
there's a beauty behind that, because not everybody is treated as well, believes in what their company does, and is as proud to work there as you are. So this is, I mean, you are blessed in that way. I don't have to tell you, you know.
I do.
Yeah.
I do actually. Yeah. They called me on Thursday, and because it was scheduled, they were like, you were scheduled for a raise, your bonus is due, so you're getting all of that, and it's retroactive to the beginning of January, and they're making no cuts at all on anything. And
so they gave you a raise after all these states pretty much went into lockdown.
Because it was something that was supposed to happen in March, and they're just not cutting it up.
Holy moly, that's impressive, because I feel like most people would understand if their company were to say to them, listen, we know you have a raise coming, but we're just, you know what I mean? Not saying that it's the best thing or the right thing, but I think most people would understand, like, we're living in different times. So like this, the good thing about hearing your story is it's really unlike any other that I've heard. You know, and that's terrific. That's great. That's what I love about this, is that people random people come from Denver, Colorado, and tell us stories like this.
Yeah. So I'm from Puerto Rico originally. So I've lived here for like 3 years.
Okay.
And one of my biggest struggles is not being able to go out because of cold, or snowing or weather. But we're getting beautiful weather, so you at least can go out to your balcony, and that's perfectly fine for me, because as long as I can see the sunlight, that's awesome. But still, even when economically you are like kind of safe, it is still nerve-wracking. I have my dad is a physician and my brother is a physician, so they're out there in the front of the line, and it is still, you know, you have that concern all the time of what could happen to them.
Are they on the front line in Puerto Rico? That's interesting. Yeah. Well, we did you see last night the applause? I posted the video. Yeah. Was that not awesome?
Yes, it was. It gave me goosebumps.
and it was Puerto Ricans who did it. When I posted that video, I kind of wanted, I didn't say this, but I kind of wanted to say, y'all see what the people of Puerto Rico are doing? We all should take a lesson from them. Like, this should be happening at 9 o'clock every night in every state around the country.
It should. Yeah. I really wish like all my neighbors knew that was happening and like would go out and clap as well and stuff like that.
Well, guess how I found out? We were on here, and people kept talking about 9 o'clock, and I thought, well, maybe that's when, because I make a joke like the Instagram police come and cut us off after an hour. Like we have to end our town hall and we start again. So I was like, I guess they're talking about it's going to get cut off. And then they were talking about, okay, get ready to clap. And I'm thinking, what are they talking about? And so I found out on here, and people got off here and then sent me the videos, and I was able to post it. Yeah. Listen, I enjoyed your story. Thanks for sharing it.
Thank you so much. And thank you for not only reporting on the bad things, but you really bring us closer. You get to hear about so many people from around the world that are doing things, and you kind of feel like connected to them. So it's amazing what you do. So thank you.
I thank you. Nice chatting with you.
Nice chatting with you.
All right. Bye-bye. Speaking of that, you know, I don't know if you were on here when we did it, but a couple of days ago, we spoke to a young woman from Puerto Rico who is on an exchange program in France. And she sent me a message today saying, oh, the local newspaper, El Nuevo Dia, picked up our story. So I don't know if someone from El Nuevo Dia was watching this and saw it or saw one of my posts or whatever, but they were highlighting the exchange program that she is participating in abroad. If those of you who are on here saw it, you definitely remember who I'm talking about. She was so incredibly charismatic. It was amazing. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to feed Paddington, and I have to do my reporter's notebook that I anchor every day. So I'm going to do that, and then I will come back probably so at the top of the hour, 3 o'clock. So I'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay? See you then.